Hey everybody, it's Mac here, and today we're going to do WorldEdit and WorldGuard. It's going to be like a probably three-part tutorial, and today is going to be probably the easiest. It's just going to be the download, install, and setup portions, and then the next couple of tutorials I'll do um, like some of the more basic commands. WorldEdit is an extremely high-powered plugin. It's got a lot of stuff that comes with it, as is WorldGuard, and it does a lot of things for your servers. So it's going to take me some time to go over the little fine details, and that's why we're going to do multiple parts to this one tutorial. So the first thing we're going to do, obviously, is go into Firefox, like we always do. And Bucket was being kind of weird today for some reason, so I already have the pages up, and I'll go ahead and just leave the links in case it's still being weird by the time that you guys are ready. So we're going to go ahead and go to WorldEdit. What you need to use first, in order to have WorldGuard, you have to have WorldEdit. Now, you don't have to have WorldGuard to have WorldEdit, but you do have to have WorldEdit to have WorldGuard. So we're going to go ahead and download this, and if you'll come down here, don't just hit the download thing right there. Actually go down here, and there's going to be the top files are the most recent ones, and there's going to be one that says jar only. That's actually the one that you want. The other one gives you a zip folder with a bunch of crap in it, and we'll go ahead and hit save file like always. With a bunch of stuff in it, and it's pretty much pointless, to be honest. There's like a readme and stuff like that, and I'm sure there's reasons that they give it to you, but to me it's pointless, so we're not even going to bother with it. Next we'll go to World Bucket, and we'll do the same thing. Go down here, go to the jar only, click on that, wait, hit download, and save file. Alright, so all those are downloaded. Go ahead and exit out of that. Yeah, I can close this. For some reason Firefox doesn't give me my little downloads box anymore. That kind of makes me sad. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to open our little YouTube thing, and we still have all that same stuff that we've had, so if you've been following along, we should all be on the same page. And what we're going to do is drag and drop, and there you go. We'll go ahead back out of this, run the server, which will take a minute. And done. Go ahead and use the stop command. Alright, so now you'll notice that we have the WorldEdit and WorldGuard file folders. So for WorldEdit, you're going to come in here, you're going to have two things, config and then WorldEdit. This is a log file. You can turn this on and off. I don't use it. It's not really necessary. So what we're going to do is go ahead and go into config. Alright. Now this config file has a lot of stuff in it that to the average normal server hoster will mean nothing. Allowing extra data values. Each block of Minecraft has a data value. You can allow extra ones. Not important. If you're not doing any kind of serious modding to your server, then I wouldn't mess with this. And that just gives you the disallowed blocks. Use inventory, again, really not important. Logging, here you can turn logging on and off, and it'll log every time that you use WorldEdit or somebody WorldEdit something. It kind of spams. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest, but all that information will get saved in this WorldEdit log right here. Super pickaxe, not really important. Snapshots, you can take snapshots with WorldEdit, and you can give it a directory to save to. Navigation wand, for everything you do in WorldEdit, you will use a wand, and this just allows you to change which item you want to use and then the distance for it. I really wouldn't mess with it. The item that they have, actually, sorry, down here. The item that they have predetermined is a wooden pickaxe. And to be honest, I mean, I can't really think of any other times that you'd use wooden pickaxes for anything, so it makes a really good wand. Scripting, again, nothing that you should normally worry about. Saving, you can save your regions and areas that you build and select, and you can save them as a schematic. Again, unless you're doing some kind of crazy modding and stuff like that, most of these things I would never mess with. And then it'll give you a history. The history is only important to use the undo command, and you're only going to be able to undo a couple things anyways. And if you know that you want to undo it, usually you'll know it pretty quickly, so you shouldn't have to worry too much about the history size. And then the rest of this is just more debug mode, more stuff. You really shouldn't have to touch anything inside this. So we'll go ahead and close that out, and then we'll go to the WorldGuard. And the only one in here, obviously it's going to have your worlds, which automatically pre-populates in there. And you'll have it config. Now this one you can change around a little bit. There's not going to be too much in here. Let me see. You can configure some hotkeys right there. You can choose whether or not to block potions with a true false. Sponge, whether or not it actually works. There's some other physics. You can change whether or not gravel is affected by gravity and sand. You can change whether or not you want to be able to use vines like ropes or allow portals anywhere. You can change whether or not TNT goes off or whether or not it damages anything. Fire spread by lava or all fire spread at all, you can turn on and off, which is kind of nice. You can actually block creeper explosions and creeper block damage along with wither. So that's helpful if you are trying to go for a really non-grief server. Yeah, so there's a whole list of things. Player damage, you can turn off a bunch of stuff there. Crops, whether or not they get damaged. So like I said, there's a whole bunch of things. And then you can actually blacklist certain items. Like you can blacklist TNT just like you can in the essentials log. So you can do it in two places if you really, really wanted to. Either which way, essentials will pick up on it. So that's everything that's in here. And it comes with quite a decent amount. So the way I suggest you do it is get in the config files, read through everything, and play around with it. WorldGuard, WorldEdit not so much, but WorldGuard I would feel essential for any server that's trying to go major public. If there's people on your server that you don't know and you don't trust, you need WorldGuard for your spawn area or for anything host created that you want to survive. WorldGuard is easily the best way to protect it. It works every time. I've yet to meet a griefer that's been able to destroy or hack WorldGuard, especially if you've got no cheat plugins anyways. So WorldGuard to me is essential. And of course, in order to have WorldGuard, you need WorldEdit. And WorldEdit honestly is just a really helpful tool. There's been quite a few hours of my life saved probably due to WorldEdit. So that's all for today. Tomorrow we'll get actually into using WorldEdit. Tonight I'm gonna go ahead and don't forget to install the permissions nodes for each of WorldEdit and WorldGuard. They have their own separate permissions, and you need to make sure that you put them inside B permissions or PEX or Group Manager or whatever you're using. So I'm gonna go ahead and install those, and then the next video we do, we'll get into the WorldEdit commands and how to actually use it. I'm getting some pretty decent feedback from you guys, so remember to like, favorite, share. Give me comments. Actually, that's another good thing. Send me comments. Let me know what you want to learn next. I might be doing some Java development tutorials to teach you how to make a plugin yourself, and some other stuff. So let me know what you want to learn.